wonderful host, the MC. He's helped us a lot here organizing this banquet. And he's tremendously put a lot of effort into putting this banquet together and giving us ideas and putting a lot of his time. So I would like to go ahead and introduce him. I'm sure you guys all know who he is. He's on All India Radio, and it's Dr. Nik Nikam. And he's our MC for tonight. Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Sankara Eye Foundation, we extend a very, very warm welcome to each and every one of you. We are delighted you could join us today, and we have a very fantastic program. We are going to take you on a journey of what life is in the eyes or in the life of a blind person. So this is about the Sankara Eye Foundation. This is about supporting and giving the gift of life to individuals who cannot see things as we do. So just to begin with that, we have a lot of very interesting guests. The founder of the Sankara Eye Foundation, whom we are going to introduce briefly, is here. And the two representatives who have dedicated their entire life in India to the cause of bringing vision to people with blindness. I'm talking about millions of people. They are here, and of course we have our Honorable Consul General here, along with my media partners, Jawahar Malhotra and Manisha Gandhi, Koshi Thomas, and Joshi is there, and Shobna Marathi. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start off with this program. Could we close the door, please? Can anyone read what's on the screen here, please? That's wonderful. What I would like you to do is read what else is on that screen.
How do you measure the value of your eyesight?
That's fascinating. You ladies and gentlemen kind of fooled me because I thought, we may not be able to see that one. Let's see if we can make some progress here. Yes, you are absolutely. Give yourself a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, and you are right, because that's what it says. How do you measure the value of your vision? We're going to take you on a journey and see how you can assess the value of a vision of a blind person, and let's see how things are different. In the meantime, there are a lot of you who came here 20-30 minutes earlier, and you were listening to a series of songs. Can anyone identify what was the main theme in those songs?
Blackness.
She said first. Blindness. Yes, yes. All these artists are blind, at least on the screen. So here you go. Here's a gift for you. That's what calling attention. Because people with blindness cannot see. So there are other things which we have to take into account to compensate for blindness. So let's move on to the next slide here. I'm going to need a lot of help from the audience here because this is an interactive process. Because we are all here to learn and support Eye Foundation. We are here to understand what it means to be blind. We are blessed, if you look at it, as to how well we can see things from all aspects. Can I have some water, please? 36. Okay, here is the next slide. Can someone tell me, when you see this one, what comes to your mind? Lemon. Anything else? Huh? Eyeball. Okay, what else? Yellow. What? Anything else? Sour. Okay, anything else? Huh? Circle. Anything else? Yellow. Anything else? What is the texture? How does it feel?
Smooth.
Huh? It's sort of a bumpy, round surface. All right? Did you understand the secret of vision? You didn't touch that, you didn't taste it, and you didn't feel it. But you were able to detect all these things. Let me show you here. It may not show as beautiful as it is on my MacBook Pro. When I looked at these killer eyes, my heart stopped for a minute. I am serious because I'm a cardiologist. I can't have my heart stopping for a minute, but that's how these killer eyes are. The reason I'm pointing out is that not only do the eyes give beauty and pizzazz to both men and also for women, but that's the truth. I mean, eye is the gateway to vision, taste, smell, texture, feeling, and the sixth sense, humor, and the seventh sense, intellectual sense. Do you agree with me? Yes. You just proved it, just before I showed this beautiful lady's picture. If you want to continue to stare at the picture, I can hold for a few minutes. Okay, now I'm going to need 2 volunteers for the next part of the presentation. Come on over here, please. I need one more volunteer, a gentleman, somebody. Oh, come on. Okay, now we are going to see. Okay, you can stand here because the next slide we are going to get. You can stand that side so you don't communicate with each other. You can stand. Okay, you stand here and just face the audience, please. Okay, during this part, this is the most important part of this entire my presentation, I should say, because I'm trying to make you understand what vision really means in a person who doesn't have vision. Okay? So here's a simple instruction. If you can face the audience, please. I mean, just for yeah, you can come on over here. Just stand over here. Okay. Now here's the next part of it. I'm going to flip the slides. Okay, can you turn the audience, please? And if you can close your eyes. My 2 volunteers, please close your eyes. And when I flip the next slide, I want my 2 volunteers to see if they can recognize what is on the screen. And all of you are going to be a little bit quietly silent for a moment. Afterwards, when I say, you will be able to give clues to see if these people can identify what their object is. But the clues cannot be visual. It has to be touch, taste, smell, or feel. All right? Are you all ready? Are the instructions clear? Okay, now let me go to this next slide now. Okay, if you want, you can turn towards the screen, Jawahar and Madhu Vadera. You can turn to this, but keep your eyes closed, please. Or if you don't, okay, keep your eyes closed, and I'm going to flip the slide now. You have about like 5 seconds to identify the object, all right? Can you identify the object? Keep your eyes closed, please. Yeah. Okay. We don't have an answer. Okay. Can somebody in the audience help these 2 people with touch, taste, smell, or feeling? And see if they can identify the object. Smooth. You can say color. You can see color. Vegetable. Yes. Salsa. That's right. Okay, ladies, you can open your eyes now. As you can see, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to give some gifts for these 2 people for being bold and coming over here to help us. Here you go, Jalwar, Heart, Healthy and Lifestyle. Not that you need it, but here's a book on stress management, and I don't think you need this one either. But this is a token of appreciation for your generosity. Okay. Within seconds, you saw the difference between a person with a vision and a person who does not have vision. As I told you, vision is the gateway to all senses in the human body. And when you take away the vision, they lost almost 70-80% of the things that we take for granted, that we appreciate in our lives. How bad is this problem? Take a look at this person's eyes. That should change our perspective about our own lives. Aren't you glad you're all sitting here and are able to see this picture? What about this little child here? about this child. He's about 6 or 7 or 8 years old, born blind, will never be able to see what color is, will never be able to see what mountains look like, never be able to see a whole life. How about, how big is this problem? 50 million people in India have partial or total blindness. And the amazing thing is 80% of this vision can be restored. How much does it cost to restore a vision in an old person with a cataract? Let's look at it. $60. Is that too much? No. Okay, let's move on. So for $120, you can bring vision to 2 people. You know, it is just not vision. You are giving them a gift of whole life to look at from a totally different perspective as we do, which they have never seen in their lives. All right? Since you all said that is good, what I would like you to do is take out your checkbooks, your pens, and make out your checks to Dr. Nik Nikam. I'm sorry, I got carried away here. Sankara Eye Foundation. First of all, I want to thank you on behalf of Sankara Eye Foundation for all of you for coming here. You are not obligated to write checks. But if you decide to do so, there are pledge cards there, and you can go ahead and make any extra pledge if you like to. But otherwise, we are so delighted you could join us here. That in itself is a reflection of how you care about other people's lives. At least we are trying to get a glimpse into what other people's life is like, only when we look at it from their point of view. When we get in their shoes, that's when we realize. So ladies and gentlemen, we have a fantastic program planned for you. As I said, we